Welcome, I'm your host, Karl Drakus. Today we play Dungeons & Dragons Adventure Begins. This is board number 2 to battle against Orn the Fire Giant. We are going to Neverwinter Woods. Bookkeeping before starting. Drakus have an encounter at the very beginning of the last adventure where he lost 1 coin right at the beginning, but he was penniless, so I just brushed it off. So instead, what I think it would have been appropriate is to receive 1 hit point of damage. So instead of having 9 hit points, now he has 8 hit points when we start on this board. Also, the backpack that he's gonna be using is this one. I'm gonna bring this closer because I want to challenge myself and see what I'm gonna come up, what crazy things I'm gonna come up with that in the theatrical distraction. So we are ready. Rayla and Drakus get into the Neverwinter Woods. They are continuing the adventure, going to battle Orn the Fire Giant, or rather trying to convince him not to be a bad guy and get out of the Mount Hut now, because this is a giant. Battling is so crazy. So they get into the woods, and we get our first event in our adventure. So we get the adventure card. So we have. Oh, what is this? I love this. Imagine dragons. A disembodied giggle passes by your ears and travels up the hall. What hall? We are in the middle of the woods. You follow it to see what it is. A blue fairy dragon appears, humming to itself. It seems you want to hum something back to it. All players except the DM take turns humming a tune. Oh, no, I have to do this in camera. What about that? That's oh my god, that's terrible. The DM chooses the tune the fairy dragon likes the best. It gives you a nose boop blessing. But it's only 1 coin. Look, I am the only one doing a tune here. And trust me, there's a reason why Drakus is not a singer bard, okay? Truthfully, if somebody gonna get a gold, it's gonna be Rayla. This is weird. One of my characters get a gold and the other one doesn't. Whatever. So that's what's going on. The final quest is the Fire Giant number 2. I don't know what it is yet, but it looks blue, which means it's an event. No, it's not combat. So I'm gonna go right away in combat. Try to get to combat in the game. So we're gonna they get lost. They don't go through the bridge. So they get lost, they get into this party, and then all of a sudden Rayla and Drakus get into the party and they find monsters in there. What monster we're gonna find? And I keep shuffling until I find the monster and then put it back. Oh wow! This is our second encounter. Demolish. So what it's about? That's a good question. The Demolish. Oh, that sounds good. Let me see if I can read it. Here we go. You enter a cave filled with skulls. It's creepy, but it seems empty. Then a pair of eyes lights up, and a voice echoes around you.
Who dares to disturb my eternal rest?
Well, I have a question. If it's eternal rest, that happened to you before? But you seem to have this very well thought out. Just a comment. So he has 7 hit points and we're gonna crush this guy, right? Well, we're gonna use the rolls. So we're starting here. So we have the green for Drakus, the red for Rayla. Let's see how we do this. So Rayla, see the Demolish. She doesn't know it's resistant to magic, so we're gonna find out soon. But Rayla doesn't use magic, so that's okay. See the monster at distance. She's gonna use a grappling hook, like a lasso. Just throw it at him and try to hit it with the grappling hook. Well, meanwhile, Drakus, I'm looking at the doctor backpack, and I put myself into this. So this is what Drakus is gonna do. Drakus get his bottles up and he throw it to the face of the monster, because I had nothing here that could help me to do combat. This is horrible. Okay, So we're gonna roll. And we Drakus have 14. Rayla has 11. We are doing our special attacks. So it's 11 or more. Both of them hit. Oh my god, overachievers, these guys. And they do 2 hit point damages. Drakus gets his parasol quickly. He goes and throw it to the face of the demolish, hitting one of the eyes and gets stuck in there because it's a skeleton. He cannot see well. Meanwhile, the Rayla takes her grappling hook and throw it, and he hook it in the other eye socket. So now, right now, the demolish had 2 things in their eye sockets, in both eye sockets. I cannot see. And then the demolish retaliate against them, trying to attack them. The attack to them. That's good attackers. First to Drakus. It's a 9. Oh, he was upset. He was really upset. I'm gonna explain what happened. And then second attack. It's a 6. That's for Rayla. This is an undead. Wow, I forgot about these guys. So he's so upset that he do a life drain from Drakus. And then this is screeching. And that was too striding for Rayla. And those are the attacks. So in total we are doing 1, 2, 3, 4 point of damage. So it's down to 3 point of damage right there. Okay. And then Drakus see 2 point of damage. There you go. Down to 6. It's not going good. And then Rayla is 1 point of damage. So that's our stats right now. Ouch. So the question is, am I gonna use the liar parasite fire? The thing is, you use this and you get lost for the rest of the board. So I'm gonna keep it for the final battle. But there is no final battle. Rayla is easy. She had lock and chain, and with lock and chain, he put the lock at the end of the chain. He swing her over her head and try to hit him. What happened with the grappling hook? As in every game, you know, every game had their own quicks. This one seems to disappear after you use it. Anyway, Drakus in turn, he has a nice bulk of bandages and he needed more than the other guy. But he's gonna take his waterproof cape, run after the guy, and then try to cover his head with that. So he's trying to blind him with the cape. So let's try that. So here we go. Oh wow, this is both them. This over here, they both got 44, 4 on 4. So none of them hit in this attack. Oh, this is bad. We're gonna go down. No good. Then the demolish retaliate to Drakus. Then, oh wow, Drakus is going down. He's been drained dry. And then 9. Oh, both of them have been drained. So this is what happened. The demolish activates his maximum level of vacuum system of energy. Oh, actually, that's a screech. That's a better screech than the previous one. And he keeps sucking energy from these guys, and that's the reason their attack failed. So as Drakus run after the Drakus, he was going to put his waterproof cape on top of his head. The Drakus says,
No, I'm telling you, and I don't want that to the land. Get out of the way.
Meanwhile, Rayla tried to use her lock and chain, and she didn't aim correctly, and it went wide. I'm gonna need to do something next round. This is the next round. So Rayla, what is gonna try to do is sneak attack. How is gonna do sneak attack? The guy is right there, but the guy have been trying just to attack them. And if I use that attack, it's only 1 for board. No, I'm gonna hold it. But wait a moment. Consequences. I receive 2 points of damage here. Oh wow, I'm down to 4. This game is gonna end soon as does. And I'm down to 5. Oh yep, this game is gonna end soon. I haven't met with my money. I have 5 gold there. I go level, and because I go level, I recuperate all my hit points. That's the rules, not on me. Anyway, so now I'm gonna try to attack him again. Oh wow, my best attack is this one. I can use the short bow, just try to do 1 hit point. That's not bad. And then she's gonna try to do the weird sneak attack. That's 4 points of damage. That's 2, but I need 3. So what I really need is at least one of them hitting with 1 point and the other one hitting with 2 points. The best way is for Rayla to use a large ball jar, because we know that ball jars are very lethal weapons against Demolish. You throw this ball jar to Demolish and he will like to do you a stall right there. So that's what's gonna happen. And then I want to do something special with Drakus, but we need to do 1 point of damage at least right now, and Drakus is going down. So Drakus is gonna get his short bow and he's gonna shoot it on the face. So this is what happened. Okay, so here we go. Drakus for shooting, and Drakus get 14 and 18. Oh wow. So Rayla get an 18. She go all out. He throw the ball jam. Oh, this is so fitting. Rayla go all out, throw the ball jam. The ball jam hit the guy on the face, but it's only enough to do some damage. The ball jam fall in front of the Demolish. The Demolish used to be a person that like me. So you see the ball jam, and he take a few of his own bones and he start knitting something with the ball jam. And that's how the Demolish loses his he said they're stunned, but actually is distracted knitting right now. This is happening game. So he loses 1 hit point of damage. Meanwhile, Drakus tried to go low with the short bow. The short bow hit him. And the Drakulish removed the bow, the arrow from himself, and now he has one of the knitted needles that he needed. So Drakus shoot him again, twice. He's only gonna do 1 point. So he has 2 knitting needles, which are the arrows that he needed to start knitting something with the ball jar. Oh, this is just perfect. But he only received 2 opponent damage as opposed to anything. But the most important part is that he doesn't retaliate his turn. We haven't done any type of you look at the card. The card is pretty nice. It has 1 point of damage already, but it's going down. But it's resistant to magic. Basically, any attack roll has a -5. This is when it actually matters what kind of attack you're using. And I'm avoiding using magic. Does my character know that this guy? Well, Drakus will know. Drakus is a scholar. This is sage. And Rayla doesn't have any magic, so whatever. So this is appropriate. I'm not playing out of the. Okay. Excellent. So now for the final attack. We need only 1 hit point. So Drakus is gonna try his short bow again, and now Rayla is gonna try to do a sneaky move, because the guy now is distracted trying to knit this night. Try to knit with a bow jar. Oh wow, awesome! This is just awesome, D&D. So let me roll in here. Yep, that ended all. Drakus as always hit. Oh wow, he got a 1. Oh, did you? But that's okay. And that's go to my house rule. For a 1 would have been a critical fail, right? But my house rule that I had thought about this is that there's no rule for Dungeons and Dragons Adventure Begins that says what you do with the one. One is just a fail. The house rule that you can implement, and I was going to implement, is that the retaliation attack gets an additional point of damage. But if I kill the monster first, there's no retaliation, therefore there's no consequence of having a 1. Just that Drakus just stumbled like an idiot. But anyway, this is what happened. So Rayla goes very sneaky on the guy because the guy is very distracted. The Demolish is very distracted, needing something with the blood jar. And then he moves around, and then he just do the nastiest thing ever. She pulled the blood jar around the feet of the Demolish, and he drops forward and hits his nose, which doesn't have a nose, and that hurts, and he dies of shame. And that's my story. Meanwhile, Drakus sees all this and starts laughing. What the hell is going on? And he just lost his footing and he falls on his butt. Yes, this is high quality D&D. So we have our encounter with the Demolish, and the Demolish die of shame. Actually, 12 would have been 2 points of damage, so he owes me 1 point. We are in a very precarious situation because right now we had 4 and 5 hit points, but we got from the Demolish. Now let's look at this card one more time. Last time before, we got 1 coin after defeated. Because you have to remember, all these monsters carry purses, and they have their own coins in there to give to anyone that defeat them. So that's what happened. So right now, I could, according to the rules, you pay 5 gold anytime, and you can basically make the character go a level. So you have this level card here. Let me show this like that. Another side I have he goes that way, level 2, and also attacks a bomb, right? Personally, I don't like that because I like the idea of having a stun attack as a reward, or having 17 or more, right? I suppose now, if I do that, 17 or more, give her 3 points of damage. Yes, 3 points of damage, you kill the monster faster. There's no reason to put the stun, but trust me, stun attacks are pretty good. Anyway, so with that, but the most important part is if I pay the 5 gold, I get all my hit points back. The question is, my character is low enough in hit points that I require to do this? My answer is let's keep going, and when I really about to die, I will pull the the coins from my purse and pay the price and go up a level and get all my hit points back. So okay, next up. So they go across the bridge because they didn't want to do it in the main bridge. They do it in the small squeaky bridge, and they go around going through the squeaky bridge. All of a sudden they find oh, this is the first time we have a second encounter. This encounter is actually in the main road. So as they go there, they find a ceramic golem. What the hell is ceramic golem doing there? I love this adventure begins. This is awesome. So, oh no, this is another 7 point monster. So let's see if I can read these. There you go. Much better. Oh, sorry. Let's say that. What looked like a pile of broken pottery stands to reveal a monstrous body of jagged edge. He is clumsy but you don't want to be in the way when he charges. Finally, so we put that as level 7, damage 7 hit points. Look at this guy, he's very edgy. Easily crack, +2 to all attacks for weapons attack. What is the +2 really? To all attack, to all roll attack for weapons attack. Oh, so now this time I really want to use a weapon against this guy. No good, no good. Well, oh, now I see why you need to have something like a short sword and not a special attack. The special attack is good. Weapons attack. Technically speaking, aren't the thing in the backpack weapons? I'm pretty sure the things on the backpack of Drakus are not weapons. Okay, there is a bone saw looks like a weapon to me. Sorry, but they are not weapons. Pursuit to all that pursuit is so good. I could do a Heels of Laughter at 12, but a short ball would do a 3 and attack him. Except that this guy is... we need to do damage. Now, what about Rayla? Rayla is... okay, if I use anything in the back... okay, this is the rule I'm making now on the spot. If you're using anything from the backpack, there are no weapons per se. But they are not magical either. Okay, so if I use the backpack, I don't get a bonus +2. So this time, using something like the short sword, it will need 10 or more with the short sword, right? And sneak attack will be a weapon-based attack, so her sneak attack will be on 3 or more. That's interesting. Okay, I can see how this comes into play. Okay. But let's start. First plan would be, we see the ceramic golem. It's a pity because the first thing I have, Rayla have, is run at it with the crowbar and try to start cracking those spots. Meanwhile, Drakus look at his poor excuse for a backpack, and he said, "What am I gonna do?" Oh, I know. I'm gonna throw the bar soap, right? I'm gonna get it a little bit wet. This mildew around or dew because it's in the forest, right? Or I can speed a lot and then and throw the bar and I hope that the golem when it does the first step on it and fall. So that's our attack. So let's go. So Drakus throws the bar of soap and the bar of soap falls in front of the monster. We're expecting the monster to step on it and fall back. Meanwhile, Rayla goes running with a crowbar and whack it with the crowbar. Consequences are not being well prepared. So Rayla fails to hit it with the crowbar. How do you fail to? Never mind. Meanwhile, Drakus, it is incredible, lays the bar of soap. The monster takes one step and he slid on the bar of soap and he hits himself and he cracked a little bit. Teach the monster to be careful where to step. And then the monster, upset, the ceramic gun swing at Drakus. 2, he misses. Swing at Rayla. 4, he hits her with one of the sharp edges that he has and it does 1 point of damage. So this is the final score. The golem received 2 points of damage. Rayla receives 1 point of damage. Ouch. Okay, so now we need to plan for next round. So we still have things in my backpack. I'm gonna use my waterproof cape. I have a good method to my madness right now. I'm gonna run with the cape and try to hand the cape on top of his face so he gets a little bit distracted and at the same time fails on the attack. Actually, it's supposed to be theatrical distraction. I'm supposed to use the backpack and do the show and everything, but that's my show. Rayla is gonna step back and use the grappling hook and try to use the grappling hook to hook him somewhere and then try to pull it and pull some of that ceramic out. So this is what happened, right? So Drakus runs around and jumps and with the waterproof cape try to hang the cape around the face of the monster. Meanwhile, Rayla steps back and throws the grappling hook, trying to hook one of his pots, of the monster pots, and trying to crack it open. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my god, none of them are good. They both fail. So while Drakus runs to try to put the cape on top around the face, he didn't count on the fact that the golem is very huge, very big. So he didn't rush all the way to the face. So he said, you have thought about this. Meanwhile, Rayla tried the same thing, trying her own attack with the grappling hook. She didn't reach anything that could hook on this ceramic golem, because this ceramic is very nicely polished ceramic. So unless they have something like an edge, it won't hook in there. Meanwhile, the monster attack. He actually attacked Drakus with a sharp edge. Didn't you say it doesn't have any edges? That's what happened. He with a sharp edge, he cut him 1 point of damage, and also attacks Rayla. Again, same thing, 1 point of damage. This guy is gonna kill us. He's doing 1 point of damage at a time. We're down to 3. Oh yes, and now you see why having 2 characters is necessary. Anyway, this is not going good to us. No, not good. We are dying here. We are dying here. I need something to land. It has to be a weapon. I'm sorry. I'm gonna give up trying to do anything for your backpack, Rayla. You're gonna use that short sword, and at least you're gonna need a 10 to do 2 point of damage. We need to do damage to these monsters. But Drakus is gonna try one more thing. He had a box of bandages. So he brings the bandages and he throws the bandages in such a way he tries to have the good fortune that they stick on the face of the monster. Now we roll. Oh, look at that! 15, but Drakus. So Drakus. Drakus bandages doesn't have any weight, so the bandages just start flying away everywhere, and they don't go to the face of the monster. Meanwhile, Rayla actually was more successful. She hit with 2 points of damage, and that's pretty good. Meanwhile, the monster retaliated to them. Attack Drakus. Oh, 1 point of damage. We are in the critical point now. 2 points. Attacks Rayla. 6. That's 1 point of damage. Yeah. We are hurt. We are badly hurt. And this round is gonna be very critical for me. But the monster received 2 points of damage from the attack. What? 1, 2, 3. But we had done only 2 attacks. Landed 2 attacks on this monster. Gonna kill us. This game is killing me. So in this turn, and drop to 2 hit points. This guy could do a 2 hit point damage and drop me to 0 hit points. Okay, that doesn't immediately kill me, but it will put down one of my characters easily. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use Drakus is gonna use his ability. He's going Song of Rest, but Drakus doesn't sing. Okay. Oh, let's read this. Let's read this for the purpose of the game. Here goes. Even in the heat of battle, you can bring healing to your friends. Once per dungeon board, you may roll to see how much health you can distribute. So that's what I'm gonna do. And in my turn, I use that, I don't get to be hit by the monster. In other words, the monster doesn't retaliate against me. He's very nice, I'm patient, and he says, I'm gonna attack you because you don't attack me. But Rayla is gonna attack him. Rayla, I want you to do that super damage because I want to stun him this round. So Rayla is gonna go and try to do. Say, I did the grappling hook on the lock and change, and this is the no. But I did the grappling hook on. Let's do lock and change. So we're gonna do the lock and change. So she's gonna swing the lock and change. Here goes. Oh, here goes. So Rayla start moving the lock and change like a bolas on top of her head and throw it to the monster, such that it hit him and try to crack him. Meanwhile, Drakus, seeing the dire situation, start concentrating, and it seems that he's gonna start singing, but he doesn't sing. So concentration, and I said, everything will be healed. And that's how he healed people. I cannot believe he does that. So let's roll a d20 for Drakus to see if he can heal, how much he can heal people, us. And then I'm gonna roll a d20 for Rayla to see if attack lands. Rayla does a 20, Drakus does a 20. The game is over. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. But that was pretty good for both of them. Oh my god, overachievers these two. So this is what happened. So as Drakus starts singing, his song was healing. The ceramic golem look at him, what's he called? Meanwhile, Rayla take advantage that the ceramic golem is kind of looking sideways and hitting square on the face. It cracked his face, and with his face cracked, he can barely see anymore. Oh yes, the ceramic golem is confused and cannot counterattack. So basically what happened, ceramic golem with a 20, he received 2 points of damage. 1 point of damage. Ooh, 1 point of damage because of the attack, and 1 other point of damage because of the 20. Yes, 20 is only do an extra point of damage in Adventure Begins. Because of my 20, the 20 for Drakus, we get to heal 2 hit points to each character. So we go back 2 up, 4 hit points. We did that, and we got to both 4 hit points. So now the monster is down to 1 hit point. So obviously we are gonna go with the easiest way. Drakus is gonna use his turbo, try to get 1 hit point there, and with the +2, it's down to 3, needed 3 or more. Rayla is gonna do the sneak attack. That is an attack with weapon, and now that the monster is kind of confused, head crack and everything, and then she only needs a 3 or more to do it, right? So here we go. So now Drakus takes the opportunity that the ceramic golem has his face cracked and move around the monster and shoot him with a crossbow, a bolt right into the face. Meanwhile, Rayla runs to the other side and tries to do a sneak attack to the knee specifically, and try to buckle the knee in her attack. So that's how it goes. Roll. And Drakus is the one that gets super lucky this time, and he does a 20. He didn't need a 20, but there he goes. And Rayla lands her attack too. So basically what happened is this. As Drakus moves around the monster and tried to shoot him with the bolt, he hit him exactly on the neck and cracked the neck open and the head of the monster. The ceramic golem falls to the floor. Headless, the monster starts cracking around, and then Rayla gives the final blow, running around, get to the close to the knee, and he whack it to the knee, and then the knee fall off, and the monster, the ceramic golem, fall to one side and crack open all the ceramic parts. So you receive in this turn, you receive a serious amount of damage just because of Drakus, who received 1 point of damage plus 1 point of damage, 2 point of damage. Rayla, for her sneak attack, is 1 point, 3 point of damage. That's more than enough to kill him. He has 1 point of damage and go to 0. Right? That is the end of the monster. These cards are awesome that way. It would be nice in the real D&D have something like this. It's much easier to control, huh? Anyway, there you go. What am I saying? This is D&D, just a later version of D&D. And we get another goal for each character. And notice at this moment I can actually go and go to upper level and get those hit points back to normal. But I used my ability already. You have to remember, I used that one. That one is depleted. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put a coin on top of that so I remember that I already used it. But I want that coin back. Okay. So when we continue the next step here, we already have our 2 attacks. I'm not gonna try to get more attacks. So continue on the path on the next step, and then encounter to the death. I did love this card. Look at this card. To the death. It looks like there are 2 guys fighting with toms. To the death. An argument about who is the bravest warrior breaks out among you. Oh no, no, no! So Drakus and Rayla, they are just enjoying the last battle so much. I did so great that last attack. He said, what are you talking about? I was the one that cracked the knee. Said, no, wait a moment. Do you see how I blew off the neck of this monster? No, you have it all wrong. If I haven't done any damage, you wouldn't have been in a position to kill him. Okay, let's settle this battle. And they take they do a tom battle. Basically, they hook their hands together and they start battling with the toms. Sorry. And then all players roll the highest and lowest roller must compete in a tom war joust for their honor. For their honor? Rayla doesn't care about honor. Drakus had very little honor left on him. So. Okay, that's nice. So how do we do this battle? Okay. Player best 2 out of 3. The player who wins get the joust claim, and the joust claim is 1 gold. Okay, let's do that. So it sounds like a fun thing to do. We can do it quickly. So I'm gonna roll these 2. Whoever gets the high number wins the first attack. We need 2 out of 3. So okay, let's see this. First attack. Oh my God! Drakus is overachiever. They have bigger hands, and the thumb is very bigger. And it squash the thumb of Rayla. Rayla yelps. Ah! Second round. Second round. Oh my God, poor Rayla. This is horrible. Second round, he goes, and because Rayla is still in pain, and he goes very quickly and squash the thumb again. And then Rayla is just, at this moment she's actually crying because her thumb hurt, and he goes and kick Drakus on the knee because he didn't like that game whatsoever. It's a sore loser. Rayla is a sore loser, and then Drakus goes, oh, but I won. Yeah, you won this. You won a kick on your knee. Now, if you get 1 coin, do you get it from the other character? It doesn't. That would make sense to me, but the game doesn't say anything about that. It says the player who wins the joust get the claim 1 gold. So I can assume they found a gold on the road, and they were just battling for the gold. In addition, put the gold on part of the game. That's my story. So finally, we get to the end, right, of the board. We had our 2 battles like I wanted to. And then we are gonna confront the Fire Giant 2. This is, in fact, the second Gatekeeper of Orn the Fire Giant. So let's see what Fire Giant has left for us to encounter. Oh, it doesn't have any. Look at that. It's a clipper just so I can. Okay, says Orn's beloved hounds weren't enough to stop you. But now, Mount now is visible on the horizon. Orn throws a bolt of hail of fireballs from the mountain's top. Okay. Each player come up with a plan to dodge the danger, falling from the sky. Then all players roll for individual outcomes. Okay, so you need 1 to 10, and it's not enough. You receive 1 point of damage on 11 or more. It was close, but you get to escape. So it's not really that terrible. It would have been better just a battle. It's kind of, but that's okay. I take that. So this is what happened, right? Orn is out there. You can see Mount out now, all the way there, waiting for you, and then all of a sudden, balls, fireballs, start sprouting out of it to your direction. This guy has such a good aim that he should be playing on the big leagues, baseball league, big leagues. We'll get more money for that way. But anyway, the balls fall in your area and start falling around. Drakus is trying to find a place for shelter. There are some, we can see that there are some piles, there's some, how do you call it, columns in there. So he get close to the columns, so hopefully he will be out of the way. Rayla is very fast on her feet too, and she's tiny, so it should be easier. It should be more difficult to hit. She go around the other columns and try to hide that way too. More so, she take a grappling hook from the backpack and wrap it around one of the valves and try to make it so it goes down so she can have more shelter. Meanwhile, Drakus has his waterproof cape and put it on top of his head. But it's a waterproof cape, not a fireproof cape. So that's not gonna work. So let's roll. Let's roll for this. And both of them are overachievers. Incredible enough. So Drakus go and get his waterproof cape on top of his head and get across the other column, and the fireballs fall around. And it's not because it's waterproof cape that it saved him, it's just because he got lucky. Okay, just got lucky. And we have Rayla trying to get around the columns and trying to knock some stone very fast and get hitting underneath, because of course you know if a fireball falls on top of you, your house of a piece of stone, nothing bad will happen, right? No, you're gonna die. But she's also lucky and she doesn't get hit by anything. And that's how they pass the Gatekeeper number 2 in Neverwinter Woods. This is the story so far, right? So let me lay out what happened in the story, including the Ring of Fire, right? So first we found the Imagine Dragons, then the Demolish, then the Ceramic Golem, and finally, I'm running out of space. And finally, to the death, where they were fighting each other. That's so ridiculous. And the final one was the Ring of Fire from the Gatekeeper. So this was our adventure today in the dungeon number 2 in Neverwinter Woods. So finally, final bookkeeping. We're gonna do a short rest again. I'm gonna decide next round whether we're gonna next turn before starting the next game, whether we are gonna go up a level or not. I'm keeping that as a backup healing. We have enough gold to do it. In both cases, we have a total of 7 gold. So we need 5. We're gonna do the short rest. My short rest rule is basically you roll to see how much hit point you're gonna get. Either 1 or 2 hit points for the short rest, and that's it. Not two, only 1 roll. And 1 roll counts for both of them. So there you go, 20. Oh, excellent. So with that, we get 2 hit points back. We are only down to 6 hit points each. So as you see, The first game we had 8 points, second game we had 6. So this was pretty nice and quick game, I think. Anyway, thank you for watching and take care. Until the next time, bye.